Meta is misusing your personal data to train its artificial intelligence, and we need to talk about that. This is not a mullet, just a bad hair day. My name is Mark, and you are watching Marketing Right Side Up. In the last video, I promised you a quick one this time, so please go like, subscribe, hit the notif bell, and the weekly social media newsletter is in the pinned comment. Let's go. You might be asking, what is Meta AI? Well, Meta, as the parent company behind Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger, is trying to compete with ChatGPT. Unfortunately for them, since it was revealed that OpenAI might have misused all the internet data, even without the approval of the original creators, now there's a heightened alert around Meta to see how they populate their data to train their AI. Therefore, they cannot use all the datasets that OpenAI used, and they are trying to get the data where they can. There are already rumors and leaks surfacing about how Mark Zuckerberg wants to buy big media house companies to get access to large quantities of articles to train the AI. But that might not be enough, since they already have personal data of more than 3 billion people on Facebook and more than 1.4 billion people on Instagram. Why not use these data, right? And that was probably logic behind launching Meta AI in US to every Meta user, so every user on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger without their consent, and automatically training the AI on personal data of all these users. When I say personal data, I mean photos, videos, stories, reels, comments, etc., not messages, as per official Meta comment on this. So naturally, US users were enraged when they found out. And Meta did give them the option to opt out, but the opt-out process feels like a bad divorce where you're the villain, and it doesn't really work in all the cases. Also, if you opt out, it does not mean that your identity is safe from the Meta AI, because if your family member or your friend posts a picture or a video where you're in it and they did not opt out before, Meta can train the AI on that video or photo of you instead. And now Meta has plans to launch Meta AI in UK and Europe in the middle of June. However, UK and Europe have higher standards for dealing with personal data, and therefore Meta is forced to announce this launch prior to the launch itself. So users will have actual time before the release itself to opt out and not let their data to train the AI. However, there is a problem with how they do it, because there's no large banners, no large pop-ups in any of the apps. There's one singular notification for every account on every app that you have. So if you have a Facebook account, you probably got a notification there. If you have an Instagram account, you probably have a notification there. Just one, so you need to scroll all the way back to find it. And through this notification, you can get into the opt-out form and send it if it works. I have tried it 5 times through Instagram and failed all 5 times, my wife as well, and we then succeeded in the Facebook form, which I'm actually linking in the description below this video. But why all the fuss, right? Why care? Why should you opt out? What horrible, horrendous things can Meta AI do with your personal data? Well, the intention behind Meta AI is not only to be your personal assistant and to help you with searches of the content that you might like, it's also supposed to help you to create content that you would publish yourself. That means creating videos and photos of you, or, well, your image with new haircut, new hair color, new dress, or in a location you have never been in before. So if you don't opt out and use Meta AI, Meta will have access to all your personal photos and videos that you posted, even under the private account, even in your stories that should disappear after 24 hours, but Instagram keeps them for up to 8 years, and also close friends stories, and also disappearing messages. And then Meta AI can use all these images and data sets of you and your identity to create visuals and videos with someone looking like you. While it's free, it might be a nice addition to your content or having an access to a free AI tool that you can play with. Sure. What's not so nice is that we've already witnessed a couple prompt injection accidents with ChatGPT, where ChatGPT leaked the original datasets or the source datasets, which in case of Meta AI are your personal photos, videos, comments, etc. So if you don't like the idea of your face or the face of your loved ones and children's being misused against your own consent, being used for deepfakes that might cause harm or get you fired from your work because you can potentially sue them afterwards, but we currently don't have laws that understand what AI is and what AI tool can do. And if your identity or your visuals are as unique as your fingerprint, therefore it's not really admissible in the court of law, then I suggest you should opt out immediately, and link, as I mentioned, is in the description of the video. I've already hinted at the lawsuit thing, but the main problem here is that people who are using Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger are not really aware of their data ownership on these platforms. Have you ever read the terms and services of Facebook or Instagram? Anything you place on the platform can be used by the platform as they please. Once you hit the publish button, it's no longer your personal photo that you are creating a public gallery for your future kids or whatever. It's the media assets of the platform. And people, millennials, even Gen Z and the younger generations, have this false pretense of trusting these platforms. Like they are the tools for our entertainment, the tools to gather us around and have social connections. But the fact is, these are companies that are aiming at one thing and one thing only, and that's profit and growth. And how do these platforms make money and profit? Well, they want to milk your attention on the platform to the max so they can serve you the most relevant ads and the most relevant content, so you will stay hooked, so they can serve you the most relevant ads. And there's also the shadier conspiracy part, where platforms can charge you for not being shown these ads, or they can charge you for not misusing your personal data, which in my opinion is the future of the subscription models of all these AI and algorithm driven platforms. I also got this question from my friend on Instagram about how does this concern the users of WhatsApp and Messenger? Those should be end-to-end encrypted, right? Well, yes, they are end-to-end encrypted, but this encryption starts only after you hit send on a message. Encryption handshake appears, and message that you send and the message that your opponent received is encrypted, and no one, not even Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, whatever, should see the contents of your messages, not even the media. However, the encryption came to the play only in 2024, so everything before that is not encrypted. Also, we know for a fact that there have been cases where Instagram was approaching the files in your phone's gallery without your consent to make you happy and surprise you with a custom-made reel out of your photos that were in your phone gallery and not in your Instagram gallery or Instagram stories. If this is not patched and Meta AI is launched on WhatsApp and Messenger as well, and you give it the full access to your gallery, this might be the case for concern as well. So, what to do about it? First, be safe on the internet. Everything you post, everything you send can and could be used against you, so treat it as it was sent publicly, even though it's in a encrypted conversation or it's a close friend's Instagram story. Treat it as it was broadcasted live on Twitch or whatever. Gossips are one thing, NDA breakings are a second thing, and intimate and nude pics are a third, which I would never go that way, and neither should probably you. If you feel like your relationship will not last if you don't send nudes, it will probably not last anyways. Then there's a question about pictures of your children. One thing is that AI can access those pictures and can misuse them. Second thing is that what will your children think when in 10 years they'll be of age and they will find out that you have embarrassing pictures of them shown to the world, and couple hundreds or even 1,000 people saw these pictures, and among those could be also child predators. I would avoid that one too. And third thing you can do is opt out. As mentioned, the form to opt out from this particular AI is in the description. However, Meta AI is not the first, neither the last AI that will try and attempt to get your personal data. Just this week, there have been a 256-page long Google API leak that basically shown us that Google was lying, and they have more than 14,000 ranking factors for content on the web, and they can even track your incognito mode clicks for up to 13 months because your Chrome browser has a unique fingerprint even though it's in incognito mode. If you're interested in the Google leak, like, subscribe, and mostly hit the notif bell so you're alerted when I actually publish the video about it. Maybe later this week or earlier next week. So yeah, with clever and clever AIs, we will get to more and more shit surfaced. And honestly, I think only regulations are the right thing to go in this area. Same goes for OpenAI, because if companies are aiming just at profit, they can as well ruin the entire world and the future generations if it makes the shareholders happy. I know this sounds very pessimistic and maybe even paranoid, but you should be aware of what you do and what you post online, because everything now has a fingerprint. And as we saw in the Cambridge Analytica case, even people who are not on Facebook have been tracked by Facebook, and have more than 5,000 touch points by Facebook on them. Because what started as social media are not so social anymore. If you're interested, I have a video about that as well. And if you're tired of all this dystopian shit, but you still want to work in marketing, maybe give a look at my last video. That's 20 minutes long, granted, but I promise it's worth it. It's basically my 5 mistakes that I did as a digital marketer / CMO in my past experiences. And if you can learn from others' mistakes, this should be valuable for you. And for the rest of you, I'll see you in the next one.